I've not posted for a little while because I just haven't really been in the mood. It's hard to get the camera out when you're in that kind of mood. I had a couple of weeks where just everything I touched just went wrong. So I thought, let's just leave it a while, take a breath, come back. This week I'm doing much better, and I've got a lot of things to do this week, so I'm going to do a bit of a sort of follow me around because I am preparing products for launch as well as doing all the admin-y type things that I do. And today I've got to test some candle fragrances out, so I'm going to do that. And then I need to make a really large batch of body wash, so I'm going to do that and then make various variations of that. That's all for us at home, but it also helps me test things out. And then I have to make some embeds and then some bath bombs, including some little shaped ones for my little cousins that I'm seeing in a few weeks, and anything else that we need to do this week. So that's what's in store. Stick with me for a week in the life. I filmed a load this morning, and I filmed it in my car on a little expedition. I'll put in some footage here. However, my car is an electric car and my phone connects to the car, and as a result it didn't film the audio, so that was great. So that's completely unusable. But I went to B&M to get some bits and pieces. I needed some bowls and some containers and some more jugs, and they only had some little containers. The rest of the stuff in there was either broken or damaged, or they just didn't have it. It was just rubbish in there, but I should have expected it because of where it was. So I had to brave Tesco, which is literal hell on earth. I hate it. But I managed to get some bowls and some jugs, and then I got a car mount so that I can sort of chat in the car if I'm going places. That was security like tagged and everything. Like everything in there is security tagged. You literally can't take anything off the shelves yourself anymore. I don't know if just what is going on with the world. But anyway, we do have some stuff, so I'll show you what I got. So we've got these containers. These are going to hold embeds for bath bombs. I don't make embeds very much, but when I do, I'll need them like in airtight containers. Then a couple of Pyrex jugs. Something I haven't had in here before. I've just got loads of plastic jugs and, you know, glass bowls and stuff, but these are handy to have, so we've got a couple of them. And then receipts. We have 7 of these because they were £1 each, and for just holding bath bomb mix, they're going to be perfect. So we've got all of those. So I filmed little clips yesterday and I didn't really chat over them much, so I'll kind of put them here while I'm chatting. What I started doing was testing some fragrance oils in some candles, so I've done that. And because some fragrances will affect like the texture of the wax on top and then the burn rate and stuff. I haven't done the burn test yet, but I will be soon. I made some body wash, and this is it now after it's sat and it's cleared up a little bit. I didn't like the fragrances while I was making it. They smelt really weird, but now it's settled, they actually smell really nice and how they're supposed to, so I don't know what's going on there. I made some embeds for bath bombs. So here's the embed trays, and then I've done just an extra one there, just cause I had some mix left. So we'll let those set in the moulds, and then I'll tip them out when they're dried, and then they're good to use. You saw the making process of that there. This is me unmoulding them and also getting them in their little containers ready to put in bath bombs later. And then I did a little test of just the bath bomb I made with the leftover mixture, which was really too wet, but has somehow set up perfectly and seemed to perform very well. So who knows how I managed that. I didn't grind the citric acid or mix the colour in very well, which is why it's a bit patchy. But like I said, these are just for embeds, for a little family project. And also I'm just sort of testing out colours at the moment. Washing up to do, but instead I'm going to have a little moan, and that is about Patreon and Apple. And it's nothing new, and you may have heard other Patreon accounts like say about it, but last year, the Apple iOS app started charging an extra 30% on top of what patrons pay. If you've signed up to my Patreon and you signed up via the Apple app, I suggest you cancel and then re-sign up via the actual Patreon website, or even better, the membership on my own website, which I think you'll find is categorised better anyway. I'll link that below as well. You can decide. There's better payment options there for you as well. I don't want you paying extra. So what happens is when you sign up to Patreon via the Apple iOS app, you will be charged an extra 30%. If you sign up via the website instead, as in the Patreon website, then you won't have that charge. You can still use the Apple app afterwards, just don't sign up on it because you're unnecessarily being charged. The other thing that they do, and this isn't necessarily Patreon's fault, but they don't seem to be doing anything about it, is that those funds from the Apple iOS app are on hold for creators for 75 days. And this seems to only have become a thing for me recently, but it accounts for over a third of my Patreon subscribers. That is a third of my Patreon income that I need for ingredients to make formulations for you, to make videos, to do all your dupe requests, and just keep all of this running, that isn't accessible to me. And I've seen so many creators just livid about that, especially this week. So I don't know if it's just come into force for a lot of people recently, or there's more people signing up by the app, or what's happening. But please, I really am grateful for all your patronage, because it does help me keep helping you. But please either sign up on the Patreon website or join my membership on my Reviga site. It's all the same content. It's just another way for you to sign up and gain access to it, really. I know loads of creators go on about Patreon, join my Patreon, and everyone is sick of hearing it. But for creators like me that actually have to use stuff to make products, to provide you with formulas, to do this, that, and the other, it costs a lot of money. So you have to find a way to monetize that, because YouTube ads don't make much, contrary to what some people may say. Especially at our sort of, in our niche, at our sort of level, you don't make mega bucks from YouTube ads. And I don't do many sponsorships. So really, you know, Patreon is the thing that keeps me going. And I appreciate every single person that signs up. And as a patron, you get access to all of my formulas. I do they're all exclusive to patrons now, really, apart from the video side. But I also do exclusive videos and 2 formulas a month for patrons. They get free stuff, they get a discount continuously off all products on my website and services. And you can chat to me, and there's a mentoring tier. There's all this stuff. And I am very chatty with patrons. So if you message me with a question, I will reply really quickly. I will answer you. I just want to help you all grow your businesses, because times are really, really tough at the moment for a lot of you. And I've been in business for over 20 years. Probably about 24 now, doing various things. You can watch my How I Got Started video if you want to hear the full story. It's been tough, but you can weather it. And my first business started during a recession. I've weathered Brexit and the first lot of America stuff. That affected currency, and I was buying from abroad, cost of living, and a pandemic. And each time I've had to pivot my business. So I'm queen of pivoting. I've even sold a business. There's so much advice I can give you from all of my failures, and there have been a lot. And things that have gone right, things that I've done that I'm proud of, things that I do better now. So yeah, Patreon is kind of, and the membership are the place to sort of chat with me about all of that and get the help that you need to grow your business, and just to have a little bit of support through these tough times. Because if we can all band together, we can all help each other. As long as we all stay unique, we're not stepping on each other's toes, and let's just get through this, because it is going to be very tough for a while, but you will be fine. You just need to find your path. So yeah, if you're going to sign up to Patreon, do it on the Patreon website or sign up to my membership below, not the iOS app. And now this. Okay, it's now Friday. I didn't really feel like doing anything yesterday. I had a few bits of admin to do. So we've been out for breakfast today, and very nice it was too. We went to this farm shop. I'll insert some footage. It's really pretty there. They do good breakfast. So I feel fully fueled to do today. So far today, when we've got back, I have done this. So I've taken the dyes from various places. This is the red granular from Soak Rochford, and I've filled up these squeezy bottles, and this is a mixture of the dye sort of at a certain percentage and alcohol, and this will just help me sort of be less messy and it blend in better when I'm making bath bombs and things. So we've done that. I've almost run out of isopropyl, so I need to order some more, but this should be enough to get me through what I need to make today. Now we're going to make the bath bombs that I was going to do yesterday. And if someone can explain to me how, when wearing gloves, I have blue on my hands still, like water-soluble dye, it just gets everywhere no matter what you do, and it drives me mad. There you go, blue hands to start the day. Right, so now I have a whole ton of washing up to do over there, and we have some bath bombs drying over there. Got some hearts and the purple dinosaur, and the green dinosaur, and some spheres, and a little heart with the extra. So I might make some more, but I need some different moulds and I'll do some different colours, but for today that'll do, and then I've got a few to test just to make sure that they perform okay. I'm going to sign off for now, and I'll see you tomorrow for a demo when they've dried. It's the next day is stupidly early because I seem to want to get up at 5:50 every morning, actually specifically 5:51, and I don't know why, but I wake up then every day this week at that specific time. It's so strange. But anyway, we're going to get a bit of work done and I'm going to finish editing this vlog or it'll never go out. I might test a bath bomb in a minute if they're hard enough, we'll see. But I'm going to label the candles from earlier so they've all set up. They smell amazing. I've got, these are my old candle labels from years ago. They're not how I want them to be now, but we'll use them for now. These are just really for friends and family at the moment, and myself, but we're just going to centre that as much as I can. I obviously need CLP labels, but I'll do them later. I need to practice a bit with getting these labels on flat, but you get the idea. That's what the candle looks like. So there you go, there is a finished candle. The wicks need to be trimmed lower, but my scissors couldn't reach that low. I do need to get a proper wick trimmer because this does need to be a lot shorter before I test them out. But I'm quite happy with these. Here's a quick test of the bath bombs sped up. They're not quite dry yet, which is why they look like they come apart a bit, because they are at the beginning, but I couldn't wait and I needed to get this vlog out, so we're testing them now. They're quite good. I'll let you watch these whilst I say thank you to everyone that's watching. If you can please hit the like button and subscribe, I'd be really pleased because I want to get to 10k today. Not today, this month. And if you want to join Patreon or my membership, the links will be below. And if you want to watch more about bath bomb making, then you can see this video here.